Good morning, everyone watching the Coffee Chat Show. This is Jennifer Sanchez. You are watching us live this morning. So, good morning, everyone. So, unfortunately, Kim Montesinos couldn't make it today. There was an emergency that she had to attend, which is understandable. So, thoughts and prayers for Kim, who's my co-host this morning. But it's okay. We got to still run the show. So, who am I? I'm Jennifer Sanchez. I'm the founder of the Women's Institute of Self Development Efficacy, WISE for short. We put together events to help empower women, especially we want women to become unshakable, faith filled, purpose driven. We do challenges, conferences, retreats, network events. We have coaching programs, mentorships. We do so many things. And we have also a 501c3 community called Fat Girls Run, and we're doing Sunday runs where we encourage women to get healthy and move Sunday mornings at 7 a.m. So it's called Coaching and Coffee Sunday Runs. I believe that's what it's called. I keep forgetting what's the title of it. So that's who I am in a nutshell. And of course, a mom of three beautiful girls and also a real estate investor, and I work in the real estate investing side of things. So that's who I am. I will pass it over to Rosario. Rosario, can you introduce yourself to the viewers?
Yes. Good morning, everyone. My name is Rosario Sanchez, and I'm what people call a mompreneur. So I'm a mom, I'm a real estate broker, an investor. I'm a huge foodie. I love food, even though no se mira ver que como mucho, but I love food. I love to cook. And what else? I'm huge with like techie stuff. I love technology. I love creating video, just being creative. That's another thing that I love to do.
Nice. You are definitely very creative. I agree with that.
Thank
Definitely.
you.
That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for jumping on, Rosario, and talking with us this morning. So, Marta, go forward, introduce yourself to the viewers.
Good morning, ladies. Good morning, everyone. If you're a guy, don't worry, you're part of it too. So, who am I? My name's Marta Razo. I consider myself to be a serial entrepreneur, amongst many other things, such as a mathematician, engineer, author. But I think no matter what hat I wear on a daily basis, whatever I end up doing, my main mission in life is really to empower and help people grow, whether you're a business or an individual, but grow. And I use that using data and numbers. There is nothing I will give you as an advice if I do not use the data, if I do not use history and information to give that advice or that information.
Nice. Thank you, Marta, for sharing. So, for those that are watching, you guys know, write in the chat. This is a very interactive show. We chit chat, we talk. You guys can ask questions, and we show the comments on the screen as we are talking. So, let's go into our fun part of the show that I personally always love to do. It's called Coffee Time. So we go into coffee time because as those serial entrepreneurs, right? We're all here. We're all we all do so many things, right? As women entrepreneurs, how many times have you met someone you say, "Oh, let's go get a cup of coffee," right? Every time you meet someone new at a networking event, every time you want to get to know someone and you want to see if there's some sort of partnership that you can create. I remember I was always getting coffee with somebody to the point where I was like, man, so like I was going all the time when I first was doing all the entrepreneurship stuff in 2017. And finally, when COVID hit, I was like, we should do a show and revolve it around coffee. And then this way, we can be like chatting and talking and getting to know each other with the viewers drinking coffee. So, Rosario, what are you drinking this morning?
So I like my cafecito with canela. So
Nice.
it's a café de olla.
Oh, nice. She got cafe
Mm-hmm.
de olla, so she got the.
Café de olla.
Let me see the mug. You got
My tacita.
the authentic mug. Yeah, there she goes. That's cute.
I need the canela to balance myself out in the morning, where I'm not too hyped with the caffeine, but the canela kind of just levels me out. Me calma un poquito.
Nice, nice. I
Mm-hmm.
love it. I love it. Okay, how about you, Martha? What are you drinking this morning?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm drinking water, but then I'm gonna drive to Dunkin' Donuts for a chai latte. I used to be a big fan of the Starbucks white chocolate mocha, but why not just get a chai latte? It's cheaper and it's also good. So that's my go-to.
What's a chai latte made out of? Now I'm wondering. I know sometimes I get it, but I keep forgetting. Is it more milk?
Do you know that, Rosario? I just know I like it.
Well,
Chai, I think it's like a powder, no, kind of like the matcha
is it like
from
matcha? Okay, I wasn't sure.
maybe. I
I know
know
I've
chai is sweeter
yeah. Okay,
for
I know I've
sure.
had it. I just wasn't sure what it's made out of. You know. Um, so we have La Mera. She said, "Good morning." Let me show the comments over here. She said, "Good morning. Wow, you ladies look amazing this early in the morning. I'm impressed." And then she also wrote, "Treating myself to café de olla with ingredients straight from Mexico from my kitchen, Mera. Wonderful." She just came back from Mexico too, I believe. So, that is awesome. So for those that are watching, make sure that you guys are sharing in the comment section what you're drinking. Why I like to know that is because one, I'm nosy. No, I'm just joking. Um, I just think that you get to know someone's personality based off what they're drinking, really, right? And me, I'm drinking coffee. I've been doing lemon water every morning, but now I'm doing coffee. So I'm just like, I'm going back to coffee this morning. I feel like I need it. And I actually put cream in this one today. I know I don't put cream. Usually I drink my coffee straight black, no cream, no sugar. That's my usual. But today was like, I need a little bit of sweetness. So I put a little bit of creamer in it just to give me a little hint of sweetness. So um, that's what we're doing. That's what we're talking about. So let's go straight into our conversation because I think this one's interactive, right? And you guys can again chime in, but building women up. And I think we had a great conversation, Marta, yesterday when you were with us, right? At the run, because we do the running at 7 in the morning and afterwards we get coffee, the right coffee at a coffee shop. That's what we're always doing. Um, what what are your thoughts, ladies, around building other women up?
You want to go first, Martha, or you want me to go first?
You can go ahead, but let me tell you what chai latte is made of. I was curious. It's made of tea, milk, and ginger.
Mm.
And
Ah,
you did say that coffee tells your personality. If anyone knows, Jennifer is a strong cookie. So there you go. That's why she does black.
I
Yeah,
am.
I can't. I wouldn't be able to do straight black.
And I'm a
But
Well,
we'll
sugar.
see.
I love sugar. So
Hmm.
chai
that's
tea.
I get the jitters. If I drink too much of it, I get jittery. I think that's why the canela is important, just
that's
to
why
not be everywhere.
it balances you out. Then that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, no, I'm definitely like straightforward. Like, have no issue with confrontation. I guess I will wake you up in the morning. Like that's I guess that's my personality, right? So, okay, go for it. Answer the question. Well, I know Marta was googling right now, figuring out what the ingredients were. So thank you for sharing. But what are you guys' thoughts around building other women up? Because I think this is what I'm curious to know what your thoughts are around that.
It's a
For
generic
me, it's
question.
very, very important. I mean, my business itself has grown a lot. I mean, I work with men as well, right? But I do surround myself, I mean, with women like that are part of WISE, right? With that women that I've met through all these networking events and stuff, and my business has grown from that, from events where we are building each other up, where we're not competing against each other. I feel that sometimes people get so caught up with, oh, like I want to be like her, oh, she's better than, oh no, I'm better than her. No, I feel that we work better and we grow together a lot better when we work together, as a kind of like as a team, like as a women's team. um, I'm big on supporting one another. Let's say if Jennifer has an event, I'm there. If Marta has an event, I'm there. Like I always try to be there. I'm probably like the one that's known for being everywhere, but I'm there all the time. Not only because we support each other's business, but I feel like I like to connect with everyone at a personal level
Yeah.
in a way, and I feel that's very important. You cannot just be expecting something in return, right? Like in our businesses. No, I feel like we have to connect at a personal level as well and get to know each other better and
Absolutely.
just build each other up from there.
Absolutely. I love that response. Thank you for sharing. How about you, Marta?
I think there's two levels to women development. There is the individual level where you work on yourself. This is understanding who you are, what's your purpose, where you're going for, understand your limitations, and start working from there. And accept that you're not perfect. This is what I realized a lot. And maybe some of you are victims of this if you're hearing this, but you're never going to be perfect. So never feel like you need to be the perfect of yourself to help other women. Just by
Ooh,
being you and being an example and being a testimony of life in general. And if you reconstruction and recreating yourself, you are developing another woman by sharing your story. So first is yourself, right? And then you build better by community, by being open and sharing and being vulnerable. Of course, you're not going to be telling everyone your entire life and your entire business, but really being in that good community that makes you and uplifts you and you feel safe. So I personally build a community, the book sisters, Business Diva, and there's different platforms. Like one of them that I really like, and believe it or not, no matter if you're a leader, if you have a lot of people following you, you need to be poured on. You need to work on yourself too. So Wise actually has served as a community for me to grow from many stages in my life, from the health stage of working out. I mean, Jennifer yesterday had his conditioning. I was like, I'm the younger one. It was so embarrassing. I was complaining, like, when is this gonna end? But this is good because she's gonna challenge us. She's gonna break us from our comfort zone, and that's what we need from a health point. Also, she has a retreat. I love her retreat. Everyone has never seen me cry, but I broke down because no matter how optimistic, how go getter you are, there are things that you're hiding and they're probably holding you back. So it's important for you to go to the next level, whether you're up here and then you have to go up here. You need to get rid of the baggage. You need to get rid of the things that have been holding you back so the path is clear and you can reach that vision or that goal, whatever that is. So there's many platforms. So I'm business development, I mean women development is huge, and I encourage you to look for that platform, and Wise is a really good platform for it.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, there was something that in Rosario you can chime in that you said yesterday, Marta. It's one thing because you said you've been to a lot of women groups, right? Marta Rosario, I'm sure you've been to a lot of different women networking groups too. And one of the biggest things that caught my attention from what you said yesterday, Martha, was that here it's different, it's fruitful, it's authentic, right? Can you talk a little bit about that with the ladies that are watching?
Okay, yes, I'm in a lot of groups. Actually in groups in different states. I'm in large groups of thousands of people. But I think what makes the Wise community very special, and in consequence, it's fruitful. Like Rosario is part of my book. Susan was part of Business Diva book. Like a lot of the girls were from the book. And the first people that got the tickets to the Accelerator Business Summit was Jennifer. I'm like, Jennifer, you're going to sell 10 tickets. And she's like, oh, I didn't know this, Martha. But I told her, don't worry. The first people that went in there without her even telling them were the Wise community. Like, we're so tight. We support each other. I think Rosario has gone to all of my events. Like, I am so thankful for that. And also, she has business from me. She's my realtor go to. Like, if I need a house to sell, if I am trying to buy a house, I'm texting Rosario right away. Recently, I had a very huge problem in my family and I needed to move out of a house. We found a house within a week. I think it was the first showing, and then boom, the contract was in. But the point is, how do we get there? How do we build a community where we just become each other's go-to in our professional levels? Like, not just friendship, but hey, you're going to be the person I'm going to hire for buying a home. You're going to be the person I'm going to be part of their book. You're going to be the person I'm going to attend the event. No questions about it. Because we know each other in a personal level.
Yeah.
We're not here putting a face and being like, oh, Martha is a mathematician. She's a very bright woman. I don't go in there talking about that. We share who we are, our vulnerabilities, our weaknesses, and we pour into each other, and understand that we're all humans. We're at the same level if you think about it. We have similar problems, even they're slightly different. So I love that. We know each other in a personal level, and that's why doing business with each other, there's no questions about it.
Yep, I agree. Let me show these comments real quick. I know we have people from the private community. Good morning, hello, beautiful ladies. Make sure you guys share who your names are if you're watching, because from the private Facebook group, it doesn't show it. So we have a couple. Someone said it's safe. The community is a safe space, which it is. It is. Um, then Shorty, great morning, happy Monday, ladies. I can't wait to meet you in person, Jennifer and Marta Razo. I'm glad, and one of the things that you pointed out, Marta, and that I've noticed is when women authentic, vulnerable, right, supporting other women, you have to be confident in yourself. It's really hard, and I don't know what you guys think about it. In my opinion, for a woman to say, "I want to support another woman," that requires confidence in yourself. That requires security. You cannot be insecure. An insecure woman, and especially if she questions herself, right? That's why what you said, Marta, developing yourself is critical, because if you're insecure, you're not going to want the best for another woman. You can't even want the best for yourself. How are you going to want the best for someone else? You're not even secure in yourself for you to say, man, I want this woman to have X, Y, Z. Like, why do I care if Marta Razo is eating, and if she's eating or making more or looks more prettier than me or is more attractive than me? Like, I don't give no effing hoots, right? Forgive me for my language, but like, you have to not let those things see. And I think that's the difference, right? Like, there is women that talk about women's empowerment, and we want to empower women and support women and yada yada yada. But then when it really comes down to it, and like, hey, are you there to support me? Are you there to encourage me? Are you there to show up for me? They don't show up. It's all face. It's all face. We have a couple comments, and you guys can talk and chime in if you guys want to say anything. Sonia said yes. Jamalet said, good morning, ladies. Someone wrote, who gives a hoot, laughing. I wonder who is that, because I don't know who wrote that. It doesn't say who it is. And then good morning. Sonia's reply, they're talking to each other. Sonia said, this is true. Too many fakes out there, right? I don't know what you guys think about that. The whole, like, even just looking at someone and identifying, like, man, that girl, man, she got it going on, like, and giving her kudos, right, for what she's going through. I don't know. You guys chime in and share what your thoughts are on that.
Yeah, I can share something, Jennifer, in regards to that. So when I met you, I want to say almost 3 years ago, I think it was, or 2 years ago. Yeah. When I saw you, I was like, yes, this is a boss lady. Like, I want to work with her. Like, I want to be part of whatever she's doing. I want to be part of. At the time, and it's funny how you mentioned that we have to work on ourselves, on our self-esteem. At the time, I was struggling with some stuff. And I said, this person here looks like she has her stuff together. You give out this sense of, like you're a boss. And I said, I want to join her, but the Wise Women's Group. I want to be part of it. Why? Because I needed that at the moment. I needed to feel myself again. I needed to get to that point where I felt, that I could have something to offer. And it's true. It's true. I mean, it just being there, with the women that are part of the Wise Group, it's really helped a lot. And personally, in my self-esteem and who I am, it's helped me grow a lot. Aww. So it's very important to surround yourself with the right people. To help, first of all, yes, to help yourself, right? To grow within yourself, but also to have the right people around you. So I'm very, very grateful for the Wise community for that, for you, Jennifer. Because I did look up to you and be like, I was like, yes, this here is, I need this person in my life to help me get there.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. And I don't think, and one thing I want to put out there, like I think I was transparent, right? Like I think the way I come off to it's like I don't have it all together, and I say it multiple times, like I don't have it all together, but I get where you're coming from because you felt like there was something that I had that you wanted to you wanted something, which I get it because I did the same thing when met my spiritual mom. I knew she had something. At that moment, I was like, whatever you are, I want to be. I wasn't Christian, right? I was like still trying to figure out my faith. And I was like, whatever you are, I want to be. I remember literally saying that to her. And she was kind of like taken back. So I get the feeling of like, man, they have something, right, that I need to learn from and I want to absorb. So um, I love that. Martha, do you want to share anything?
Um, this is something that I wanted to mention about the coaching program. So I had everything messy. I had no sense of direction. I knew I was doing something. I was making things happen, but I really didn't find like my focus. And I think talking to the girls and being part of the program, I was able at least to narrow down my focus. And I narrowed it down to business and finances. So that is really good because I was doing non for profit. I was doing
She was.
I was doing a lot. And
You
you
were
see
doing a
that.
lot. You were doing a lot.
So this is good because I don't know if you know this, Jennifer, but because I was able to find my focus, this is when Accelerator Business Summit came to the light.
Mm.
Because if I am going to focus on growing businesses and introducing this idea of power of numbers and data driven decisions, that's a big mouthful. Like most business owners don't get that. But how do I position myself to be up there where people will find me credible, where people will know this is your go-to? Well, why not create a signature event? And the Accelerator Business Summit really is going to be the creation that's going to not only help me position myself there, but it's going to bring value to business owners because I'm bringing everything to everyone. It's not just real estate. It's not just if you're in manufacturing, if you are a consultant. This is for everyone. If you are looking to learn about branding, marketing, if you are looking to know about the new technology in accounting, the business laws, I mean, how to sell, how to even start business, well, this is a place to go to because we're bringing everything in one room, from exhibits, roundtable conversations to 32 speakers. Who brings 32 speakers? Like, it, you know why I'm doing it and why it's happening? Because I work hard and I make things happen. That's the only reason why you'll have 32 experts giving you information.
I love that. I love that. And it's true. When I met Martha, Martha was all over the place. I was like, whoa, 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 here, but hold on, Martha. Let's reel it back in. What are you focusing on, right? And now I could see that because then all of a sudden it was like book launch, conference. I was like, oh, whoa, and that's what usually happens when we work with women in this community or when I work or with Mel and Mary and we look at women how they thrive. It's like, you're what? You're what now? You're in a relationship? Like, when did this happen? Like I'm sitting there like, but it's because you did the inner work, right? Oh yeah, Martha is all, she definitely does a lot, Jamalette. So she's definitely a powerhouse. So Yamila said, I'm still all over. Let me show these comments. I'm not showing these comments because I see people
Oh,
commenting.
is Yamin led part of the coaching program? Do it and you'll find your focus.
Yeah, she did it. She did it, and she probably needs to retake it again because it's been a couple of years. Um, she wrote, "I'm still all over the place," and that's one of the things that I love is it's about tools, right? It's providing resources, it's providing tools, and I think that's one of the ways that I'm trying to show all the comments. Shorty said, "Yes, she caught my attention through Facebook Lives. I heard her one time and followed from that day on." Yep, I know. I know women usually say they see me on live, and then from there, they keep following. You give superwoman vibes. Thank you guys. And you know what? I'm trying not to be superwoman. Like I'm trying to be like, I know that the superwoman thing is great. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's about being strategic, right? And being focused. Like Rosario, you focus on real estate. That's your thing. You're focused on that. And every activity and action that you do revolves around real estate.
Mhm.
Like I
Look at
love
my
her.
cooking.
Yeah. What's it called? Your cooking show?
It's real estate con sabor.
Real estate con sabor. Okay, there you go. Right, like you're cooking. Do you cook for your clients? Now I'm just curious. That was just a
Oh, you
real.
should.
I
I
should.
cook for me. Cook for me.
Yeah, I should. I'm gonna have a whole feast for Marta. I'm
Yeah.
gonna make her tinga, tacos, mole.
Oh my
Hmm.
God. Okay, you're making me hungry because I haven't ate that. But yeah, like, and I think that's one of the biggest things when it comes to surrounding yourself around women is, really you have to be strong. You have to be confident. You have to know that you want to work in yourself first. Like in order to build another woman up, that requires again confidence in you, right? For me, because I've met like Martha. Look at Martha. Martha is going for her PhD and her doctorate degree, right? I don't got no doctorate degree. And I'm sitting here like, okay, but I say from the get go, I don't know more than you. Don't I say that? I know I've said that. This is not about me knowing more than you or you knowing more than me and who's better. It's about we work alongside. I know I have a gift. I have a skill that I can offer you. You have a gift. You guys have skills that you can offer me. Like we complement one another. You don't know it all, and I don't know it all. Like if I can help you, and that's the best thing about this community and why it thrives because everyone is they bring their best foot forward, right? Like if you have someone that's like Martha, she's great at numbers, she's the mathematician, you know and she's like the one that gives you energy. Like you can definitely get her vibe and like grow from that. Like she'll encourage you, she'll motivate you, she'll inspire you, right? Rosario is like a big supporter, and then she's with the real estate, right? Like so you got to think about like every woman that surrounds themselves in this community, and I'm just saying, and I'm not trying to be biased, but I will be biased because it's mine. We really want to support one another and pour into one another, and this is what I love about. I think this is true women's empowerment, right? This is true women's empowerment, and cattiness doesn't thrive here, y'all. It doesn't. I don't know, Rosario and Marta, you guys can talk about cattiness if you've seen any cattiness or not. But like, I'm big on. I don't like mean girl stuff. I'm not a mean girl. I've never been a mean girl. Um, and I know like that's hurtful when you mean girls are bullies. Mean girls are bullies, right? And I don't know if anyone's here been bullied by a mean girl in like grammar school or in um, any time in your life. But I know early in my life, I remember like grammar school, I was bullied, right? And that's not fun. And then you gotta like toughen up because of the environment you grow up in. But that's not a fun thing, and people do this in corporate America. That's sad.
I've seen it a lot of times. And I think that's why, because I've seen it too many times. Remember at the Wise cohort, and I had a one-on-one with you, and I told you, Jennifer, I don't want to show this chart because it's just a lot. Remember, like when I plotted out, I want to do this and I want to do it that. I'm like, these girls are going to think I'm very ambitious, and then I'm going to have somebody who doesn't like me or who feels insulted by me having a bigger vision. Uh, and it's because I dealt with it a lot since I was a young girl. People used to think about me as a stock up because I wouldn't go to the parties, I wouldn't hang up. This was in high school. So I was bullied a lot. There was actually in high school a group, everyone against Martha. And it wasn't that I didn't think they were any better. Like I personally would tell them, I am no smarter than you. And I keep saying it again, even I have my PhD. I'm no smarter than anybody. This is just it. I'm very disciplined. I'm very
Discipline.
focused. So since I was a young girl, I was focused. And you know why I was focused? Learning wasn't natural for me. I took a long time to learn. So if someone took 1 hour, it took me 3 hours. But I knew that was my way to success, having an education. So I did it. I did not want to like have any distractions. And I told people, you can do better than me because you're just naturally smarter. I wasn't. So I was like that the whole time. And now that I'm older, you're right. Even in the professional world, the higher I'm getting, the more people I see that I'm losing. And I'm wondering why. And I don't like to accept it or say that people are jealous of you, but yes, people are going to be jealous of you, and you're going to find weird texts. You're going to find people weeding out and going away. And don't worry, because sometimes it does happen. I'm like, is there something wrong with me? There is nothing wrong with you. That means you're just getting at a different level. You are getting better, and those people do not belong with you anymore. They're just going to keep pushing you down. So forget it. Say, I hope God blesses them and protects them and whatever. They have a wonderful life, but you keep going and don't question who you are. You're probably in the right path.
Yeah, I love that. I love that, and that's good to know. I just thought of an idea right now, Rosario, for you. Like this is just a thought for your business. I'm just like, oh, this would be great because I saw Mera. Where is it? I saw someone coming here, and she's Mera wrote. She likes to cook too. Rosario, if you need help in the kitchen, I'm your girl. Cooking is my passion. Why don't you invite other entrepreneurs to cook with you, like a Martha Stewart thing?
Yeah,
Like
that's
like.
actually that is in the works.
Oh,
That is in the
okay.
works.
Invite me.
It is part of my, you know how you made us do in the Wise group, you made us do what Martha mentioned, the little like the map.
Oh, the map, yeah.
Yeah, it is there. I have to execute, and stuff.
Yeah,
Because I mean it's a little hard because I usually cook either like pretty late at night, like on a Friday and stuff. So I really have to make it where, I mean, it works for the people as well, whoever
oh,
I'm inviting.
of course, yeah. So invite me first, and then we'll do like a whole chit chat while we're cooking, and then
Yes.
I'll eat your food. So that will be fun.
I'm gonna have Jennifer lavándome los trastes ahí
Oh
behind the
no,
scenes.
don't do that. I hate
No,
that.
she's like, I want to taste the food.
I want to taste the food. Don't put me to clean. I'm not good at that.
Yeah, so it's gonna be you, Marta, yes, and then
Oh,
we'll go from there. Yeah, it's not it's in my map,
nice. I love
in my
that.
ideas. Yeah.
I need a. If you need a taster, we have people here. If you need a taster, I'm your girl. And then we have Jamile. There's so many comments. I have never experienced any type of cattiness at all in this group. That's why I'm still here. This group definitely lifts each other up and encourages one another. Like this a late night with Rosario. I'm down. I'm down. We should have a cook off.
Let me tell you about Marta, because I know Marta mentioned about her not wanting to share her stuff to the group. Marta was a big inspiration to me. She has really like pushed me out of my comfort zone. Like Marta, I mean, I'm a co-author in her book, and she's really good at pushing people out of their comfort zone. Like she was just like, why? Like what? No, like she just counts you in here, do it, or like anything that I want to do, I share it with her. She's like, okay, then do it. She's that one person that would be like, psh, like with a turbo, do it.
Yeah.
So like I appreciate, like I said, all the women, but Marta, because you think so much out of the box, it's contagious.
Yeah.
You just,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
I
love
love it.
that. I love that. So if you guys want to meet Marta, she's gonna be teaching on Saturday at our in-person event. So let me share this flyer real quick. So we're gonna have our Wise Business Networking, our live monthly events are back. So if you remember, our community used to gather once a week, once a month. I apologize for like 2-3 years, but then COVID hit and we stopped gathering face to face. So, and this is a picture, obviously, of us working back then. So it's going to be on the 11th at Nelly's in Humboldt Park, 2458 West Division Street, 9 to 11. And the Martha's going to have a 30-minute segment. She's going to talk about having a business plan and why we need business plans. Because if you don't have a plan, or what is it? Fail to plan, plan to fail, right? That's one of the biggest things. So not only like, see, for me, when I work with women, I say, okay, well, let's plan out your life. What do you want to do for yourself? What's the vision for your life? As a businesswoman, as a mom, as a wife, whatever you want to do, whatever life you want, let's plan for that. Martha's like, oh, well, let's plan for the business of what you're in your life. Let's plan around that, right? That's what she focuses in on. So come out, right? Don't be shy. It's from 9 to 11. It's free. All I do ask, and I will make sure y'all order breakfast. Don't come here trying to be cheap on me, y'all. All right? I'm playing with that. Like, you guys come, buy breakfast, support the business, because they're allowing us to use the space for free, right? So we want to support the business and purchase from them. So I'm not charging for you to be there, but we do want you to buy breakfast and enjoy a morning with us. So again, and I'll put the Eventbrite link unless someone wants to help me out and put the link here in the chat. But definitely come out, meet Marta. Rosario will be there. I will be there. We'll talk about all the things that we do, and then we'll talk about the coaching program. Do you recommend for us to bring cash instead of card for the purchase? That's a great question. I've never been there, and I know that they accept card. So if you know best, because I know you'd like to go there, Jamilette, write it in the chat. But I would assume they accept Visa because that's how I was gonna pay. So, and then of course, before we wrap it up, I just want to hear one of the biggest things that I want to encourage is we are currently enrolling for our coaching program. That is exactly right now what we're doing. And a lot of the women in this community have been part of my coaching program. And I've put this program together. It's a 12-week program. We work on things like time management, visioning. We get really strategic with our life goals. Right? I work on the personal and the business side of things. But the goal is, where do you want to go? And after 12 weeks, you should know exactly what you're trying to do with your life. And if you don't, it's okay. But at least you got all the tools and the resources to get there, right? So that's what we focus in on. So, any you guys want to chime in? Any last word before we wrap up?
Well, come Saturday, if you didn't understand everything I talk about, at least my energy will be contagious, and you will leave out there with a bigger vision and realize that you are limitless. That's something that I make sure that no matter what conversation I'm talking about, whether it's AI, building a business plan, whatever, that you leave pumped up, energized, ready to do whatever you are intending to do that day or that year. So I'm excited. Join the WISE community because we are here ready to listen to you and ready to empower you.
Amen.
I agree. If you are having any doubts and stuff, oh, should I join this community? Do it. I know for me it's been great. Ever since I've been part of it, for me it's been life-changing. Honestly, not only in my business, no, I feel like just personally, because Jennifer does focus working with the women in a personal level to get us to work better in the business level.
Yep, exactly.
And you'll be profitable because you actually connect with people. You know who people are, so people will shop you.
Well, that's one thing that I've noticed, that a lot of our graduates from our community increase in salary, increase in business profit. And, we're kind of like a marketplace, right? I encourage women to buy from other women within the community, like a WISE marketplace. Like, we should be supporting one another. We should be buying from one another. Because at the end of the day, you supporting Marta puts food on her table, supporting Rosario puts food on her table. If we're truly about women's empowerment, and this is one thing that I would always find myself, in my relationship, my ex, he would not like that I was always supporting women. And I was just like, bro, I'm going to support this woman. I'm going to buy from this woman. And it was like, you're just buying because they're women. Yeah, I'm just buying because they're women. Like, and what? So that's kind of like, I'm going to support women in my community. I'd rather support someone that's supporting me, right? So definitely, I hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. Everybody that's watching, we have, I just got to show this one. Como dijo Shakira, las mujeres facturan. Yes, exactly. We make money. So thank you so much, ladies. God bless you. And you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Talk to you guys soon.
See you Saturday, ladies.
Yes, join us Saturday. Bye.